Well, remember Bernie Madoff, Lewis?
Oh, yeah.
Bernie Madoff, who is now serving what's effectively a life sentence in jail, a source is saying he fell out of bed and hurt himself. I'll tell you what the injuries were. You tell me, Lewis, if you think it's possible to fall out of bed. He's been being treated for serious injuries. The injuries are, where are the injuries? I think I have it here somewhere. Facial bleeding, as well as broken ribs and a collapsed lung. Now, Lewis, you've had a collapsed lung. Is it possible that falling out of bed, you would get a collapsed lung?
Well, possibly if you fall out of bed, break a rib, and it punctures your lung.
Okay. Is it possible that you would have facial fractures from falling out of bed?
I guess it is possible.
If your bed it maybe is surrounded by metal spikes, it's possible. I mean, how could you just fall out of bed in prison and have facial fractures, broken ribs, and a collapsed lung?
Well, I think if you have like a top bunk or something and you fall out, you land.
I don't think he has a top bunk.
No,
I don't think so.
He's probably got like a penthouse jail.
I don't know what he has, but experts are saying these are injuries consistent with assault, and the conventional wisdom seems to be that Bernie Madoff is having a hard time in jail, that he was assaulted, even though the source is saying he fell out of bed, broke ribs, punctured a lung, and had facial fractures and facial bleeding. I don't believe it for a second. I believe that he clearly, he is in jail for cheating investors out of billions of dollars. I think it's possible someone either knows who he is or they see this older kind of, I don't know, not the strongest guy, and he's being picked on.
I don't know. I think it's possible that it could have been from falling out of a high bed.
So when you see this, you don't automatically think it's a lie.
No, I assume someone beat him up pretty good. But it's possible. It is possible.
I guess it is possible.
It's within the realm of possibilities.
Well, the Republican who started the Obama is a Muslim smears accuses his opponent of being a homosexual. Illinois Republican Andy Martin is about as slimy as they come. He accepts credit happily for starting a smear that Barack Obama is a Muslim, and saying it, of course, as if being a Muslim was objectively bad. Andy Martin is a noted conservative dirty trickster. He put out a spot on local radio where he pushes what he calls a solid rumor that fellow senatorial candidate Mark Kirk from Illinois is a homosexual, and Mark Kirk is a Republican. He said, the ad says, "I helped expose many of Barack Obama's lies in 2008. Today, I'm fighting for the facts about Mark Kirk." Illinois Republican leader Jack Reuser says that there's a solid rumor that Kirk is a homosexual. Reuser suggests that Kirk is part of a Republican Party homosexual club, didn't know those existed, and he also surrounds himself with homosexuals. This is a page out of the Karl Rove playbook, is it not?
I don't know, is it?
I mean, I think it is. The allegations of homosexuality are pushed by innuendo and simple demands for the truth. So it's all in this George W. Bush neocon, Karl Rove. What we want is the truth, even if what we're talking about is completely inconsequential and a personal attack on our opponent. The Illinois Republican Party, by the way, disavowed the statements made by Andrew Martin in the radio advertisements. No surprise about this. We'll see who wins. And I'm kind of getting interested, Lewis, in some of these 2010 races. There's a lot of good ones coming up, and we hear that Democrats simply aren't interested in voting in 2010. What do you think about that? I mean, if you believe the polls, it seems that way, but it may be because Barack Obama is in the White House that they don't think they might vote, but they will eventually. I don't know.
Who knows? I think polls are unreliable, but time will tell.
Well, the time will tell. That's absolutely right. The one concern for me is that if Barack Obama's approval rating keeps sliding, and I know that we're expecting, no matter what kind of garbage is in the healthcare non-reform bill, we are expecting that when it finally passes, it will help his approval rating. Even though we're expecting that, I don't see that he has too much else going on the horizon right now that's going to help his approval rating. I mean, we've talked about Guantanamo Bay closing is delayed. We have talked about how everybody seems unhappy with how he's handling the wars, right? I mean, the Republicans say Barack Obama is just not a guy who knows about how to run a war. And even some of his base now is upset that he's sending so many additional troops to Afghanistan. It doesn't sound like peace to them. I still see trouble for Barack Obama on the horizon.
I don't know.
Where do you expect his approval rating will be in, I don't know, a year at the beginning of 2011?
Depending on how things go overseas, I don't know. I'd say they'd probably stay about the same.
What do you think it depends on? So you think overseas?
Maybe go up a little bit once the healthcare bill passes, and probably just stay about the same straight through.
And then we'll have an interesting situation in 2012. Absolutely. Last thing today, Russia may be sending a spacecraft to an asteroid. And I read about this. I'm fascinated by some of the space exploration stuff. Russia's space chief said his agency is going to consider sending a spacecraft to a large asteroid to knock it off its path and prevent a possible collision with Earth.
Right. And people at NASA believe that it's highly unlikely that the asteroid will collide with Earth anyway.
Well, when it was first discovered in 2004, I guess the chance of it smashing into Earth in its first flyby in 2029 were 1 in 37, which on the astronomical scale is actually pretty high.
Oh, yeah.
It's about a 3% chance, is it not?
Roughly, yeah.
Or maybe no, maybe those numbers are wrong. No, yeah, it's about a 3% chance. Further studies ruled out the possibility of an impact in 2029, and it's actually not going to come within more than 18,000 miles, but it could hit the Earth on another pass, which might not be until 2068 or maybe as early as 2036. But even then, it's a 1 in 45,000 chance.
So 18,000 miles away from the planet?
Right.
Now, that's actually incredibly close.
In astronomical terms, it's not that far. And to me, this seems like a great opportunity for Russia to get back in the news, does it not?
Right. I think, well, good for them. If they want to attempt this ridiculous stunt,
I'm fascinated by it.
Let them.
And it could work. And we know we need every country involved to get technology moving forward. Even failures by other countries, not that this would be one, helps to move things along.
Sure.
That's it for this week, and that's it for this year on Midweek Politics. We will be back with more in 2010. A lot is happening. Please visit our website, midweekpolitics.com, and sign up for our newsletter. You'll be the first to hear about everything that goes on with the show. Thanks for listening. I'm David Pakman, and we will see you next year.